Next, I'm going to go over some of the more advanced features and the rest of the menu items that you see at the top. The first one is Dashboard. So if you go ahead and click on Dashboard, you're going to get this screen here. The top part is announcements, so admins can send out system-wide announcements that everybody can see, and you can collapse that if you don't want to see it. And then upcoming reservations will have any other reservations that you have reserved. We don't have any right now because we just deleted our last one. So, but you would see them here, and you could also find them that way if you want to make edits or cancel. Um, then down here is resource availability. So this is the different rooms, and you can see when they're actually available, and you could reserve one from here if you wanted to. So that's the dashboard. Now if we go up into my account, we're going to see three options here. The first one is profile. This is your profile. Most of this information is pulled straight from the campus directory. By default, we have schedule as your default homepage, but you can change that to my dashboard if you want to go to dashboard, or my calendar, or resource calendar. We'll go over those later. And then to the right here is time zone. I recommend not changing that, leaving that what it is, so that there's no issues with, since we are on the East Coast, there's no issues with time zone or times being not calculated correctly. For the phone, this is your phone from your directory. You can change that if you'd like. Organization, you can put anything you'd like here. By default, it's empty, so you can type something else there if you want. Position is your title that's listed in the campus directory. When you go to change my password, you see that you're not allowed to change your password. That's because we're using UMD usernames and passwords, so you should change those through the UMD system. Notification preferences. Notification preferences these are the emails that you're going to get. We have these set to send all by default. You can select that you don't want to be notified for some of these things, but I don't recommend it. I think you should probably keep it this way so that you get notifications on everything that's happening. Now under the schedule menu, there's a couple options here. Bookings is the schedule page that we've been working with for the other things, but there's other ways to view the calendars. One is my calendar, which shows you all of your events on a calendar form, and you can format that by week or day or however you want. You can look at different months, different weeks. You can also filter this out by individual rooms, and you can also filter it by resource groups over here, by the buildings, so you can get just that one if you want to look at your reservations that way. You can also look at the resource calendar pages. So if you go here, you can see by an individual resource. You can look at all reservations in the month of May, and these are pending events, but these are individual rooms. And if you hover over one of these, you'll see what it is. But you can drill down into a individual room if you want to that way, and see what it looks like. If you'd like to, from this screen, you can also create a reservation, which is kind of nice. So if you're looking at the schedule this way and you say, oh, tomorrow I want to create, this is nothing in 1146 because that's what I have selected here. You can click on that day and then hit create reservation. Now it automatically sets it to 8 a.m., but you can change that time to whatever you want. Let's go back to resource calendar. The other option here is you can say view day. So it gives you a day view of that resource, and you can select something there if you want to create an event that way also. Finally, you can use this find a time option under the schedule menu. This allows you to really drill down and try to find a good time in a resource where you could have an event. You can either select an individual resource, or you can say any resource. You can say how many hours you want. So we need 2.5 hours, and we want a certain date, so it has to be on the 15th. We can say the 15th, and then we can say find a time. So here's all of the available event times for that that are open. So these are all the resources that are open. You can also search for capacity this way too. So you can say I need something with 30 for that can hold 30 people, and I need it on the 15th. You can also look for tomorrow, just tomorrow, 2.5 hours, and then you can select one of these. Say we want to have this event here. We can go ahead and select this, and it will start the reservation for us.